My name is Paulo Bazzo, and I'm a security engineer at NEC Software Solutions. I started my IT career in the early 2020, and that was after I had graduated as a graphic designer from university and have done a few jobs as a graphic designer, and quickly realized that I had grown alike more for a technical role instead of a creative role. So I decided to look for a course to help me achieve those skills, and I needed the confidence to work in a sector, and I found the IT career switch really helped me to kind of give me the confidence to build up for a professional level. Because even though I knew about computers and I was working with computers for a good part of my life, I never knew what it was like to be in a professional environment as the person that is responsible for dealing with all types of technical issues. So I needed to get a good course with a good value that would kind of show me those skills, and the IT career switch showed me how to get them. So I started my first job was actually in June 2020. So it was before I had completed my CompTIA course. And how I done it on my CV is that I put all the skills that I was acquiring during the time of a course I was completing with IT career switch. And I also mentioned that I was going for that certificate on CompTIA. So maybe that might have helped me as well a bit. And eventually I got the CompTIA certificate. So my first job was an IT technician, where I installed printers. I did networking troubleshooting. I also did a bit of web design development for my WordPress environment. So I did that job for about a year and a half. And then I went to a system administrator role, which was a bit more of an Active Directory, Azure, a bit more Microsoft 365 troubleshooting. You still build the printer and dealing with customers. So I was a bit of a front line, kind of like an IT support, helping with the overall cloud infrastructure, organizing, and I was start to engage a bit more of a PowerShell automation for some of the tasks I was doing. That was really helpful. And I did the job for about a year and a half as well. And after that, I started applying for security roles, and it was at the same time when I completed the second part of the course, where I started to get my CYSA Plus certification. So I updated my CV and started to apply for security roles, and I got a job as a security engineer. And I've been on this role now for the last 4 months, and I'm really enjoying it. So on this role, I do a lot of XDR alerts. So I get all the alerts that are coming from different platforms, and I have to try to identify which are false positives, which are negatives, which are actually something we need to tackle on, and identify the users that have triggered those commands. Sometimes I have to chase them. Other bits I do is I control the installation of antivirus and defense mechanisms that we use for the network and also the endpoints. We control also the privileged access management system, which is some sort of like an access control to access devices over the network. So it's a lot more security role, and it's a very, very enjoyable, and there's always something new to learn every day. So because I work from home, time is very crucial to me, and I don't have a middle management that controls what tasks I'm doing. Normally I'm just giving a deadline for projects, and then there's a revision every now and then to just check to see the progress and how it's doing, and if I need any help with it. So normally what I like to do is create a to-do task, just the tasks that I am planning to complete for the day, just to keep me track. And about 10 o'clock, I have a meeting with the team, and we just go through some of the tickets that we might be stuck on, or maybe some of the projects that are coming up over the next week. After that, I go to crack on with my day. So normally we have a share box with that comes in with the tickets directly to our email, and normally we divide this with tags just so we know who is it going for or who's looking after these tickets. So here we have the engineers and also the analysts and some to other people as well. And then I can tackle some of these tickets as myself as part of the engineers group. After that, normally I check the alerts on the console. We have Trend Microvision 1 on our environment, So we get to get a lot of view. It is a XDR system, so it consolidates a lot of the alerts coming from our SIEMs and our antivirus and Windows alerts. They consolidate into this one platform, so it helps us to visualize the alerts better. I also manage the PAM, and that's the Privileged Access Management Control, and that's used for a user to log in into a server without the user actually knowing the password. So what happens is that PAM creates an account on the background, and the user would log into his PAM and then access the privilege account within the environment itself. So it's a more secure way to log into servers and give us a more of a granular control of the removal of the accounts. So that's a day in the life of a security engineer. And there's other tools that I also use on a daily basis, but I just can show them on a video. And I just want to say that if you're passionate about starting a career in IT, you should definitely go for IT career switch. The team there will guide you and work with your strengths, and also tailor your CV when the time comes to help you attract the best companies to work for, and that's very important in my opinion. And in the lapse of 3 years, just like me, I was working in the hospitality industry without any IT professional experience. And I went from IT technician to system administrator to now a security engineer. And that's something that I work hard to accomplish, but without the guidance of IT career switch, I'm not sure if something I could have accomplished on myself. So I'll be always thankful to them and the team. And I really hope you the best of success as well on your IT journey.